Good morning, my friends. Yesterday was Earth Day, and today we're going to make Earth Day cookies. I'm going to use some butter, some flour, and some sugar. Now, this recipe is Miss Linda's, and she was kind enough to give it to me, and it's actually called Empire Biscuit cookie dough. But we're going to make it into Earth Day cookies. So first we're going to put our butter in. And we have what is this again, my friends? A spatula, that's correct. So we're going to mix it, put our butter in here. You can see it's very, very soft. It says to be room temperature. And yesterday it was really, really warm here, so my butter is very, very soft, even though it's early the next day. So we're going to get 2 cubes of butter. And we're going to open it up. And use our scraper to remember we got to get every last ingredient in there. So we're going to put that in. And then we're going to add some sugar. Now it says we need a 1/2 cup of sugar. So here's my 1/2 measuring cup. Okay, and we're just going to pour that in. And we're going to mix it up. And how do we count? 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Now let's just keep mixing it and mixing it. Let's see what we got. Almost ready. You just want it to be all mixed together. It's going to look very buttery because these cookies are very buttery. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Let's see if it's mixed up. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, very good. And then we're going to be adding our flour. It says we need 2 cups of flour. So we get out the flour. And I have my 1 cupper in here, so I need 2 of these. So will you help me count? I have 1 and how many? 2. That's right. So we have 2 cups of flour. So I'm going to mix that up. And then 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. We have to go very slowly because if we don't, the flour will fly out of the bowl and get all over, and that would be very, very messy. So let's keep going slowly. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Still not mixed up. It's all kind of lumpy and doesn't look like cookie dough yet. So let's keep going. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. We also have to scrape the sides. Make sure we're getting all of our ingredients mixed together. So we scrape the spoon. And we scrape the sides of the bowl. Make sure everything's getting mixed up. And now we're going to count again. See what we get. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Let's see if we got a little bit more here. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Almost ready. You can see now the dough is kind of sticking together. And what we do call cookies, bread, those are called doughs. When we make waffles and pancakes, we call those batters, or cake. Cake is batter. It has something to do with the fact that the thing that we're mixing is stiff, like this, very stiff, or if it's like a liquid and it can pour. So when you make a cake, you pour the batter into the pan, or a muffin, that's a batter, and you pour those in. Cookies usually are much stiffer and more solid. So that's why we call them a dough. And bread and biscuits, those are all called doughs as well. We've made biscuits a few times in cooking, right, my friends? So now our dough is almost cleaning the sides of the bowl. As you see, it's not sticking to the side of the bowl anymore. It's kind of coming clean. You can see through the bowl. And you can see that the dough is not sticking as much. So we're going to keep going, mixing, mixing, mixing. What's very cool about this dough is that it is very easy to mix, and it's also easy to color. So if we're going to make Earth Day cookies, what color should we use? Purple. Is purple a color of the earth? Well, it's a color of our flowers. But if we're going to make Earth Day cookies, what 2 colors do you think we should use? I think I hear you saying green. And what color is our water? Blue. That's right. So green will represent the grass and the landforms of Earth. And blue will represent the water on the earth, like our oceans and our lakes. So we're going to mix those up. That's why we have 2 bowls, one here, one here. And we're going to mix this up. We're going to take half the dough and we're going to put it in one bowl. And we're going to take the other half and leave it in here. And we're going to color them with these food dyes, so that we have 2 colors. Let's see. Yes, this is really nice. It's going to stick together really well. So let's count. Let's try. I wonder how many drops we should use. What do you think? 2, 10, 20. 20 might be too many because we don't want to change too much of the texture of the dough. We just want to give it a little color. So let's try, I think we'll try 5 with each one and see how that looks. Okay, let's try the green. So when you count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to mix that up, see if we have enough, if it makes it a nice green color for us. We'll keep going. We can do the 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Oh, it's getting green. It definitely is getting green. The dough is a little bit stiff, but that's good because we're going to make the cookies with it, and we need it to be stiffer than not. Maybe we need a little bit more. Let's see here. It's getting there. It's getting there, my friends. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to show it to you. And now you can see that the dough is it's green, but it's not solid. So let's see if we can add just a little bit more, make it a little more green. Put it in different spots. Let's try 2. 1 and 2. All right, let's see what happens now. We can use the back of the spoon. This is the back of the spoon. And we're going to mix it in. Oh yes, that looks much better. Much more green. Yeah, green is colors that we use for St. Patrick's Day as well. Or Christmas. Sometimes we use them for both. And now, do you see that we have a green dough? Let's see. I think it is just about ready. Oh, look at that. That's a really pretty green. It's not very dark, but that's okay. We just need to make it represent the grass and the land of Earth for our cookies. And now it's ready. Okay, let's try the blue. I don't know if we'll need as many drops of blue. Blue's a stronger color. So we'll switch bowls. And I think we're going to have a little bit less dough. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. And let's get some blue going. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Let's see here. What do we have? How's it looking? Well, it's looking kind of splotchy. Maybe 3 wasn't enough. Let's try it a little bit more. Let's press it into the dough with the back of the spoon and see what we get. Back of the spoon, back of the spoon. Let's see. And we'll scrape it so that we get all of the dough colored. And think we need a little bit more. Looks like we have a little more green dough than blue. Let's try 2 drops. 1, 2. So we'll make them, and I might have some leftover green. Maybe I'll just make all green cookies. I don't know. We can try it. We can try it. See what happens. So now I think the blue is almost ready. And I keep smashing it kind of into the dough with the back of the spoon. So it's not really one potato. It's kind of smash, 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 smash. Smash, smash, smash the dough. Make it really blue. Then we'll use it to create something for you. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. That's kind of a nice color. Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of each one and we're going to create a cookie with it. Now these are called cutout cookies because we're going to use something to cut them out. And we need 2 more things. We need a rolling pin, and I thought of something else while I was standing here getting ready for you guys that I had not brought over, and I cannot remember right now, but that's okay. I will remember when I put it together. So let me get us a rolling pin. Here it is. Mine goes around on its sides here. It's just a regular rolling pin. You can get them anywhere. And we need a little flour on our board. And because we don't want our cookies to stick. If they stick, it'll be a lot harder to pick them off the board. So we're going to spread our flour out. And some of you may recognize this board. It's our pastry board from school. This is a round, what? Did you say, is this a square? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's a circle. What shape is the earth when we see pictures of it? Yes, it is a circle. So we're going to make these. This is our cookie cutter. And we're going to take some of our green and some of our blue. And we're going to just kind of mix them together a little bit so that we get them together. We're going to smash them onto the board. And then when I go to cut them, I'm going to try and get a little blue and a little green. So I'm going to get some flour on the rolling pin. Oh, it's very soft. The dough is really, really soft. It's very warm in my house this morning. And there we go. Let's see if I can roll it out just a little bit more. And here's, oh, we need a little more flour. So I'm going to put a little pile here for the cookie cutter to dip into as I cut each cookie. So here's one. This one's almost half and half. Here's one. And here's another. Here's another. So we're going to carefully take them off. So they're very, very soft. So we're going to shape them into a circle if they should get a little too soft, and we put them on the cookie sheet. So I have a special liner for my cookie sheet. It's silicone and it doesn't get hot in the oven. It doesn't burn up or anything. And what I do is I put my cookies right on here, and it makes it easier to get my cookies off once they're cooled off. So it's less cleaning. And what you'll notice is before I show you the finished cookies, you're going to notice that this counter is all cleaned off. And that's because I like to clean while my food is baking. My cookies or my cake or whatever I have, it'll be cleaned. And when I come back to it, because these cookies have to bake for a while, so I am going to turn off the camera and then I'm going to show you what they look like on the end. So we're going to cut a few more cookies, and we put them on there. So we're going to cut a few more, and then we'll get ready to put them in the oven. Now some of these are going to look a lot blue, some will look a lot green. That's okay. We're all right with that. It's a representation of Earth Day cookies, of the earth. So it doesn't have to be exact. Because sometimes when we are creating something that has color, unless we're trying to make something that looks exactly like what we see outside or inside, we're going to be using our own imaginations a little bit. I'm not looking at a picture and recreating a cookie. I'm using my own mind and let me think what I see. So that's why we have a cookie that looks a little bit like the earth and a little bit not. All right. So my friends, the cookies are done. They're very, very hot still. I put them on my 2 hot plates here so that they can sit and cool off a little bit. The recipe says we need to let them cool for 1 minute. So I am going to put on a timer for 1 minute, and then we're going to transfer them over to a wire rack. And if you don't have a wire rack, you can always use paper, or you can put them on parchment paper, but you don't want to leave them on the cookie sheet to cool off because they'll get too hard. Turning on the timer. 1 minute. And while the timer's on, I'm going to tell you a little bit about something else you could do with the earth cookies. You could put them together. You could sandwich them with a little bit of frosting in the middle. You can decorate them with frosting and sprinkles. I like to use this recipe of cookies for my Christmas cookies. And that way I have a really nice cookie dough that will last and it's good, and I can decorate it, and I can put sprinkles on it, and it turns out really, really delicious. So you're going to see that our cookies are almost ready, and they are green and blue like the earth. This one has a little bit of blue and some green. This one here is about a little bit more half and half, blue and green. And we've got a couple more. So as soon as they're a little bit more cooled, we'll put them on the racks to cool off totally, and then we can eat them probably in about 5 minutes. So just letting you know, oh, there's the timer. We're going to turn it off. All right, now we're ready to put them on the rack. Now I'm going to take a, what is this called? Right, a spatula, or in my family, we always called it a pancake turner. So we're going to take that and we're going to just put them on the rack gently. And you'll see that most of them stayed round. Some are more round than others. But it doesn't change the taste of the cookie. The cookie is going to taste the same. I can almost do 2 at a time. There we go. So we can speed up a little bit. And you're really going to like the flavor of these cookies just with those 3 ingredients. Butter and sugar always make everything taste really good. So butter, sugar, and flour. You notice we didn't add any salt. We didn't add any leavening, which is like baking powder or baking soda, or even yeast when we make bread, because these cookies are supposed to be flat. If we wanted them to get a little bigger, we would add something else that would make them rise up, which would be what they call a leavening agent. Can you say that? Leavening agent. And that is what makes them rise. Baking powder, baking soda, or yeast. Sometimes eggs as well, but mostly those other 3. All right, now the pan is very hot, so you're not going to be touching it. Make sure moms and dads do this part because you don't want to get your fingers on here. The baking pan will stay hot for quite a while, so you don't want to ever touch it because you'll get a bad burn. So we're going to move these over a little bit. And I'm not sure how long exactly they'll take. We could probably eat one kind of warm. We'll take off the first one here. And actually, it's cool enough to eat. Let's see, we break it. Oh, it breaks and it crumbles. Let's see, take a taste. Mmm, delicious. I think you guys are really going to like this recipe. So try it at home with moms and dads. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.